Happy Wednesday, my friends. I do want to continue to reflect with you on Psalm 139. And today our verses are Psalm 139, verses 13 through 15. And there's a lot to be thought about in these verses. So just continue to bring everything forward that the Lord has been giving you over these last weeks. The peace, the comfort, the questions, the wondering, those experiences of meeting God in new and different ways. So bring all of that forward. And then today, Psalm 139, beginning at verse 13. For it was you who formed my inward parts. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works, that I know full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was being made in secret, intricately woven in the depths of the earth. We're going to stop there. So we've been talking about how God knows you in your everyday and sees you and is with you, and there is nowhere that you can go that he's not already there. And so we kind of, in this psalm, I think, do things a little bit in reverse. It's like we start with the present and we work our way backward. And so now we're thinking about the way that God literally formed you in your mother's womb. He wove you together, knit you together, I believe it says. You knit me together in my mother's womb. And then this verse, I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I had to really do some digging and looked up the Hebrew for fearfully and wonderfully, because those words in our language today have a meaning, and I wasn't clear. It wasn't helping me to understand. So this phrase, I am fearfully and wonderfully made, when you go into the Hebrew, begins to help us understand that God formed you with a deep reverence and a love and an excitement for who he was creating you to be, in anticipation of that day that you would be brought into this world according to his plan. That gives a whole different context, at least for me, to this idea that even though there's this huge miracle about being formed in my mother's womb, knit together, that God's hand has been all over me from before conception to conception, and then knitting me together, paying attention to the way that my physical body, my soul, my heart, my mind were all being knit together into the person that he wanted me to be. And the same is true for you. And we can say, I praise you, I give you all the glory, Lord, all the honor that you are due, because you reverently, lovingly, with deep attention and care, formed me. Wonderful are your works, that I know full well. Well, I struggle with that a little bit. I can go on a hike in the mountains and I can be in awe of the beauty of the mountains, or the expanse of the ocean and the sound of the waves, all the different things of nature that are so amazing. The creatures that walk this earth or fly in the air, those are so amazing. The expanse of the sky, those are wonderful. What I'm challenged with, and maybe you are too, is that the creation of me by God's own hand, with his very breath of life within me, is wonderful and worthy of praise. God is worthy of praise because of the wonderful work he has done in creating me. So if you're like so many other people who are challenged by who you are and the things that you know about yourself that maybe nobody else does, I encourage you to sit with this idea that you are treasured, you are loved, you were created with intention and excitement and anticipation for all that you would become for just such a time as this. So we'll leave it with just these two verses, really. I think there's a lot to chew on here. So happy trails. Keep your eyes open for the signposts that are guiding you. Listen for God's voice as he whispers to you about how precious you really are. We'll talk to you soon.